Alright, so I get asked this question a lot. Mayo 3, my radio doesn't work in my Trailblazer. Can I just get one off of eBay that came out of another Trailblazer? I tell them the same thing. Yes, you can get one off of eBay. But no, it won't work until it's programmed. So just to prove this shit to y'all, I've still got the factory radio out of my 2003 Trailblazer. And I'm going to put it in my 2004 Trailblazer and just show you guys the deal there. I'm just going to set him to the side. We'll take the radio that hasn't been in service for about, I don't know, 12 years. Go ahead and plug him in. I just want to know if my door chimes will work now. Yeah, I got chimes now. Let's see what happens when we turn the key on. Get this message that says locked. We also got the red light on the radio itself, which means that this radio is not going to turn on. We're not going to try some ghetto hacks. So the radio that was in my 2003, the connector's the same. It bolts right in. It does turn on like it's supposed to, but you just can't listen to music. The reason that this thing is locked is because the VIN number that's stored in it is the VIN number to my 2003 Trailblazer. So we take this radio and put it in a different Trailblazer. We cycle the key, it does its VIN checks, and it recognizes that this one doesn't match the truck. Radio's locked. I don't know why they did this. I can understand them maybe locking out like fancy nav units or something. I mean, it has a tape deck. Why the fuck would you put a security lock on it? My scan tool's not turning on. Fuck. Alright. Sorry about that. I forgot the cigar fuse was blown. Anyway, the GMs from my era, which is like the early 2000s and shit, they made it really easy to like unlock radios. You do need your scan tool. I don't know if my Modus can do this. I never really tried it. Do you want to clear radio theft information? Absolutely, I do. Alright, so check this out. We actually have a speaker that doesn't work in my 04 Trailblazer. We have a right rear speaker not working. That's pretty cool. So to answer your question, yeah, you can buy a radio for a Trailblazer from a junkyard or from eBay, and you can actually put it in the car, but it's got to be programmed to the car. Don't be surprised if the dealer wants to charge you $150 to do this. Well, hello there, motherfuckers. This is like a weird Buick Versona. It's almost like a Malibu, but it's the Buick version. Either way, it sucks. I'm out on a road test. Alright, due to technical difficulties, I actually have to hold the camera while I'm on a road test, because this fucking Buick doesn't have a good place for me to put my phone. Another reason why Buick sucks. The other day somebody posted a picture on Facebook. Now, it's not a picture that they took, they shared a picture. I don't know why people do that. I don't give a fuck about something that you found on the internet. I'm more interested in what you took a picture of. What did you do? But anyway, so they posted up this picture. I'm not going to post the actual picture because copyright things or whatever, but the quote was something like, "Never trust a mechanic who drives a newer car. They either charge too much for their work or they can't keep an old one on the road. Maybe both." Really witty. Facebook picture creator, that's really witty of you. But I'd like to respond to that. First of all, fuck you. Second of all, my Trailblazer's like 15 years old. However, when I bought it, it was about 4 years old, and I was a mechanic. Well, I still am, but I was a mechanic. So that kind of applies to me. So you should never trust me because I drive a nice car and I'm a mechanic. Well, here's the thing. Maybe I do good work. Maybe I'm requested when people bring their cars into the shop that I work at. Maybe I'm good at what I do. Maybe I get paid by the job. I do now, just like I did back in 2007 when I bought my 2003 Trailblazer. Maybe I'm just really good. Maybe I'm experienced, very efficient. Maybe I've set up my work area so that I can be as efficient as possible, which means I can pump out more work, quality work at that. Maybe I can replace VVT sensors and wire in new connectors and do it in about 15 minutes, even though the published labor guide says 2.5 hours. Maybe I've got a lot going for me and I can afford a nice car. It doesn't mean I charge too much for my work. So you can't keep an old car running. Well, maybe I did drive old cars, old Japanese cars from the late 80s. And it's not a matter about being able to keep them running. It's a matter of parts availability. For instance, on my car before my Trailblazer, the one with, way over 200,000 miles and the clear coat peeling off and it wasn't in the best cosmetic shape, parts for that car became harder and harder to find, even on places like eBay. It was really hard to get parts for it. Yeah, I mean, you could get oil filters and stuff like that, but say you wanted a suction line for your AC system and nobody makes it anymore. That's just one example. There were several things that I kind of had to rig up to keep that car on the road just to get back and forth to work and do my life things in. So in that regard, it's not about not able, to keep an old car running, not able to fix an old car and keep it on the road. It's just about parts availability. So I shouldn't be trusted because I drive a nice car. Well, fuck you. You're probably the kind of customer that doesn't think that they should have to pay for a diagnosis. You're the kind of customer that thinks that a check engine light is just something that means that I plug in my little code reader in and it tells me what's wrong with the car. Not true. You're probably the kind of person that goes in with your coupon for a free brake inspection. So you're probably just this coupon clipper who won't pay anybody for their advice or their time. Well, fuck you. And fuck your shitty Facebook post too. I'm not really insulted by it. Gave me something to talk about on a road test. We have just done a 6-mile loop. We're gonna go another 6 miles. This is one of the things that sets me apart from everybody else. Maybe one of the reasons why I'm so successful doing this stuff. I'm gonna go the extra mile. I'm not getting paid for this road test right here. I wanna make sure that I can give the customer back this car. We're not gonna have any misfires. I just wanna go above and beyond to make sure that everybody's happy. Shop made money, shop's happy. The mechanic made money. God forbid the mechanic made money. Mechanic's happy. Customer got their car repaired. He actually thought he needed an engine. I don't think it needs an engine. So the customer's happy. Everybody wins. But despite this, there are people out there that are going to post stupid. Well, not only the person that made the post, but the person that shared it. You're stupid too. I should probably go home and unfriend you. Tell you to go fuck yourself. Sharing bullshit like that.